66 West. Not the famous 66 West. This is the East Coast version. It's kind of funny. It's almost like New York.
I-66 West is on the right.
I know. That cement wall always reminds me of like prison. You got everywhere you go in DC, there's those cement walls to keep the sound from hitting the houses behind those walls. But it just looks like a prison to me. And at least if it had spray paint on it, like some cool images, like I would love for someone to come tag them with like actual artwork, you know. I love seeing spray paint when it's like, you know, an art piece. Alright, so today I'm going back to Guitar Center. What's up, guys, by the way? And hey, I didn't say alright so this time. This is an improvement. I usually always say alright so this is good. Alright so. I'm heading to Guitar Center. I've got my amp in the back. I'm gonna sell it, trade it in. It's big. It's old. I bought it used for like $55 a long time ago. I'm gonna see how much I can trade it in for and put maybe towards another bass amp. That's gonna be maybe like half the size but better sound quality because, you know, it's new. And yeah, it's gonna be nice. I hope they have what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, like, you know, maybe a 2x10 type amp speaker. You know, something that's gonna be like two small ones, or I want a small. I need something portable basically. I'd like to be able to plug in 2 or 3 inputs of instruments. Would be nice, and then like a speaker wire. So I could plug in either my laptop or my phone to it, play music over that, and then plug in my bass to the same amp and play on top of it. That would be nice. We'll see what they have. And then we can go sit by the bay and eat some hay. We just may. What do you say? Curdston Way. Neighbors and DJ Sway. Bruh. So, yeah, I'm gonna see how much I can get for that bad boy in the back. Hopefully I can get about around what I paid for it in the first place, so it pretty much is a wash from what I paid for earlier, and then I could put some more money into getting it, you know. I paid $55 for that, and I've had it for a long time. At least like 6 years, 8 years maybe. That amp's seen some days. Let me tell you, that amp's seen some days there, Mary. That amp's been through some miles in the truck. That amp's been spit on. That amp's been roadhoused out. So yeah, time to get a new one. So when I got out of my car, at first I thought that was a mushroom, but then I thought like maybe it's a dog turd upside down with like mold on the bottom, but I think it is a mushroom. It's like a really big mushroom that's like almost petrified and rotted. Time to wave bye-bye. It's actually pretty clean though, for as long as I've had it. just got my new bass back there, my new bass amp, excuse me, not bass, my new bass amp. And I literally just pulled up. I just get back out here. I'm all set. I'm about to like go in the house. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I had the idea. I'm gonna do an unboxing video with my new bass amp. You know, I was like, this will be fun. All of a sudden, I get a call, and I don't usually answer my calls if it's a number I don't know. So I let it go to voicemail. And then yeah, it turned out to be Guitar Center calling to tell me that apparently, because I did a trade-in and I sold equipment and bought new equipment, apparently it's store policy that I need to have a thumbprint fingerprint, because that's a Guitar Center policy. With anytime they buy and sell equipment like that, I think they do that just probably for security purposes, you know. So yeah, I have to drive back to Guitar Center just to give them my thumbprint. Bruh. And at first I called them. Alright, seatbelt is now on, no more beeping. I really can't believe though I have to drive all the way back out there just because those stoners from Guitar Center forgot to ask me to give them a thumbprint. Like, bruh. Jeez Louise. It's all good. I'm a fan of the 420 myself, which is why I'm not so pissed off right now. Another excuse to drive around and listen to music. Alright, so I got that taken care of, just in time for the rain to start. It's so pretty. I actually really think it's pretty when it's in this like little drizzle stage. You barely need the windshield wipers, you know. But yeah, so I got the thing done. You basically put a print of your thumbprint, and then the guy was like, you know, he felt bad, you know, making me come all the way back out. So he was like, you know, I can give you something, you know, for free, you know, like, you know, something cheap for free. And like I throw a set of free strings, and at first I was like, bass strings? He's like, no, I can't do bass strings, because like anyone that knows, like, bass strings, you know, a set of bass strings are more expensive than a set of guitar strings. Now they last longer than guitar strings do, so that evens out. But they are, you know, more metal, they're heavier. So, but anyway, he was like, you can't do that. I was like, all right. I was like, how about? And I was trying to think. I was like, I don't even know what I want or need. I was like, I was like, in my head, I'm like, can I get a strap? But I'm like, that's too expensive. So I was like, yeah, let me get a thing of picks. I like to, for one, picks are always good because, you know, picks are like lighters and pens, you know, you always seem to lose them. So I got this Tordex
very nice.
Encore Pack pens, picks. Sorry, these I really like the material in these. Like the feel of them almost have like they almost feel like suede. They have a good grip on it, you know. So it's got a really comfortable grip, and it's like a textured finish on it. So it's not like just some slippery piece of plastic. It's a nice pick. So I got a pack of them. Probably, you know, probably like I don't know, probably like a $5 to $10 bag of picks or something. So yeah, for free, not bad. I had a crate speaker, bass speaker. I bought this guitar bass speaker about at least 7 years ago, if not longer. For about, I think I paid $60 for it back in the day, and it was a used, you know, it was a used speaker. I just needed something to practice on, and something portable that was, you know, but it's older, it's heavy, and it started getting a little bit of like, you know, it needed to be worked on, and I knew that they can fix it up and stuff, and they do trade-ins at Guitar Center. So long story short, I was like, well, let me see what they have. And I found this guy. It's not open yet,
Bruh.
obviously, but it's a Fender. I think it's called the RUMBLE25, something like that. Let's open it up first, and then we'll get into the details. So let's get this guy open. I'm kind of excited to open it. I hate these wires. complicated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that beauty. A RUMBLE25. The RUMBLE25. It's so cool looking. Turn that around. Fender 5-year warranty. In the box, we had the speaker, the RUMBLE25. We've got the electric cord. Always good to have that, because if you don't have that, then you are screwed. So, we got the electric cord. We got the instruction manual, owner's manual, like you really, ooh, and a sticker, which will be perfect for my flight case. Good job, Fender. Good marketing. Way to advertise. Only. All right. Let's get them out. The other thing too, the other reason I got this, honestly, not only is the sound better on this, it is so much lighter than my old one. My old one I could not lift like just that quick enough. This is 21 pounds. Okay, 21 pounds. 21 pounds. Extreme portable, 25-watt adapter, Fender, 8-inch speaker, but it's got a great sound. I mean, for practice and for just moving around, even for just, playing outside, I mean, I could just keep this in my car and, go anywhere and pretty much plug it in. It's got a great sound. It even smells good. You got the input, you got the volume, you got the overdrive, you got the bass, the contour, the mids, the trebs, the aux, the phones, the light. Nice little finish on top. It's sturdy. It's only wobbling because it's half on the carpet. Show you in the light. It's got a good look to it, I like it has like the little thing here, it's really easy to, pull off the screen and, replace if you want. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not reason to. You can see it's got the screws right there too. I'm good for now. Got my bass, Fender bass. It looks pretty nice. I'm really happy with it. I'm even happier with the price. The price was great. It ended up being $100 on sale, but with the trade-in value I had on my old bass, it brought it down pretty cheap. You can see all the different knobs up here: input, volume, bass. I actually took a video of this with the GoPro, but I want to kind of compare the two. And you can see the back now too. Power switch on the left side, right next to the input, 100 volt to 120 volts in, 50 to 60 megahertz. Sorry, 60 to can't speak today. I need some water. 50 to 60 hertz, 70 watt. The model RUMBLE25. It's by Fender Music. I was playing it at Guitar Center for a little bit, and I just I was like, this is the one. But yeah, the Fender, it's good. I like it. It had a good sound. I wouldn't have bought it if it didn't. You know what I mean? Straight up. I mean, for the price, portability. I think it's a great bass amp for portability. I don't know how long it lasts or reliability in terms of that. I just got it. But Fender is good quality stuff usually, and Guitar Center's got the 3-year warranty, and Fender offers the 5-year, you know, factory warranty on there. So I'm gravy, you know. Now I can just plug in my phone to it. The other thing I like is that I can control the volume independently of the cell phone to the amp, and then my bass, if I plug it in here, if I plug in my bass here, then I still can control the volume, all of this for just the bass, and then this separately with the phone. Pretty happy.